Hi, I'm Pam Howard and I'm a sewing instructor at Craftsy.com. What I'd like to show you is a simpler shirt tail hem technique. And what I've done so far is to do a guide stitch 5/8 of an inch away from the cut edge at about 3.5 stitch length on the sewing machine. So the next step is going to be to press that hem up right above that guide stitch that you made so that you can see it. And you're just going to keep following that curve until you get back down to the front of the shirt, which this represents. So as you see, what we've done is to press right above that guide stitch so that you won't see it on the outside of the garment. The next thing we need to do is to go over to the machine and show you the finger felling technique for the shirt tail hem. But what I'll show you before we go to the machine is the actual technique. You're going to use your 2 index fingers on your left hand and you're going to push the top of the fabric back down into the well of the fold that you just made when you pressed. And with linen, you can finger press it real well before you get over to the machine. So we'll do just a couple inches of it being finger pressed, but this is the technique once we get over to the machine. So I think I've done about enough for you to see. I'm going to take it to the machine. We're going to get the machine back down to 2.5 stitch length, which is your normal stitch length for sewing a shirt anyway. So you're going to rotate your needle down into the fabric right at the end and hold on to your threads to get started. To help pull that through. And you're going to continue to push the fabric down until it folds back down into the well of where you pressed to create your shirt tail hem. And so as you can see, you don't need a special foot for this technique. If you just take your time and sew, just press it in with the ends of your 2 fingers and sew. And it's an edge stitch. You're right along the edge, about a 1/16 of an inch from the edge where you folded it. And you're going to continue to finger fell in and sew all at the same time. Some fabrics are going to be harder for you to continue to do this. You may have to pin in a few sections, but linen is very forgiving. So if you're making a linen shirt with the shirt tail technique, you should be good to go to do your finger felling. So now we're done. We're going to go in and cut our threads. Do one more press and I'll show you what it looks like from the outside of your shirt. Also keep in mind that this is just a guide stitch, this first stitch that you put in, which is at 3.5 stitch length. So you're going to be able to pull that out. It won't remain in your shirt. And this is your finished hem. You just have 1 stitch there. You don't see the guide stitch because it's recessed under where you fold it. And this is your simple shirt tail hem. If you'd like to learn more about shirt making techniques, join me at my class, The Classic Tailored Shirt, I'm Pam Howard at Craftsy.com.